Well, everybody, earlier this week, the numbers, the raw data came in about Xbox console sales in the year 2024, and I have got some news for you. It was literally the worst year ever in total Xbox console sales. So this was caught from a few different journalists and articles. This is from 9meters.com, so this is saying Xbox faces major challenges as its console sales hit record lows in 2024, and it's not looking any better for 2025. So it says overall it sold 2.7 million units in the US and about 300,000 units in Europe. It's actually 290,000 units in Europe, but then if you kind of estimate outside the US and Europe, maybe approximately 10,000 units. When looking at some very small markets in like Japan and the Middle East, yeah, we have got a grand total of just 3 million units of the most current Xbox console. This is very, very bad. Now, I actually don't want to admit how much time I just spent looking for just a whole bunch of like raw statistics and actual sources that just say each year how many units of the most recent Xbox console was sold. You would be surprised at how many paywalls and sources that when you click onto it, it leads to just old pages that have been deleted. You'd be surprised at how many of those there are out there. But what I essentially had to do is just search literally every year since the first Xbox console in 2001, and the general consensus that I have come to is that yes, this is actually completely accurate. Yeah, there was actually only 1 year ever where Xboxes were under 3 million, and that was actually the first year of Xbox consoles in 2001, and that was 1.5 million, but that year deserves a pass because the Xbox was actually launched in November, so it only had 2 months. So if you're counting full years, yes, 2024 is actually legitimately the worst one ever. Now, why is this? I mean, overall, Xbox doesn't seem to be doing like terrible. I mean, as far as the games, the games are great. Xbox themselves seems to be doing pretty good as a whole. So why are the consoles bleeding so terribly? Well, obviously, if you've been paying attention, this actually probably shouldn't be much of a surprise. Microsoft has distanced themselves quite a bit from Xbox. They kind of have the sort of marketing strategy of like anything is an Xbox. You know, you can use your computer, you can use an iPad. I don't know, maybe in a year or two you can use like a potato or something as an Xbox. Really just anything that has a screen. You can use it to stream a lot of Xbox games to that device. And then along with that, they are pretty much making all of their games multi-platform. They're kind of doing a little bit here and there. It would seem very reasonably that the ultimate goal is just to put literally every single Xbox exclusive on every platform that will take it. So it very much should not be a surprise to Xbox or to anyone that this is happening. Why would you get an Xbox if there are literally 0 exclusives on that device? You're better off just getting a PC or maybe like a PlayStation or a Nintendo. There's going to be basically no benefit, in my opinion, to getting an Xbox. Now, what's actually very odd is that a couple weeks ago, and I made a video on this, Phil Spencer went on a podcast and actually was giving us like mixed signals. He said that going forward, Microsoft still wants to develop Xbox hardware. It very much sounded like that would include consoles. That to me was the most bizarre thing ever. I mean, why would you do that if you're putting all of your games on other devices, as I said? I guess in my opinion, I don't think they are going to make more consoles. I think if they are going to make any hardware, it's going to be kind of like niche sort of devices. Yeah, maybe mobile devices or like VR headsets or something, not consoles. Now, I actually found this whole story on Reddit just a little bit ago. This is kind of trending right now in the games subreddit, and I want to talk real quick about this top comment. I thought it was very interesting, and it's unfortunate because I can't, I guess, exactly confirm this information, but I would be very interested to hear if anybody has any information on this. So this person says, many people have not noticed this, but Xbox has completely stopped marketing their consoles since last year. There are no holiday sales or bundles or discounts. And then they also say Xbox was also out of stock multiple times in different countries, likely due to low supply. And then the person said they are clearly moving on. I think that last sentence is probably very true, but with the whole claim on Xbox just basically shutting down marketing of their consoles, I suppose that wouldn't be very surprising. And I really haven't seen any commercial recently for like actual consoles. The ads that I've seen from Xbox are, as I said, these ads that talk about how any device can be an Xbox. So, I mean, yeah, with that being their marketing strategy, and if they have abandoned the marketing strategy of console sales entirely, then I suppose having a very low number of 3 million sales in one whole year is not surprising. You know, one statistic that I did find in my digging is that the year with the most Xbox console sales was 2011. And in that year, just one year, they sold 18 million Xbox 360s. Yeah, things have come a long way. I suppose it is really officially the end of an era.